Kathleen is asking, can Kokyo please define further those two different Atman concepts?
Yeah, it's a big topic because they're using the same word. So sometimes in the Indian tradition, they'll use the word Atma Paramita. So which is, you could say, is the transcendent self, or the self that's gone beyond self and no self. I think that's sometimes used in Ramna Gotra Vibhaga and others. Maybe Srimala Devi Sutra. But sometimes they won't even qualify it with paramita, they'll just say the Atman directly. So it's and my understanding would be that the Atman that's problematic is the personal experiencer. That kind of Atman would not be Buddha nature. That's limited. But the Atman that I haven't seen this in the traditional text, but I like to think of it as not the experiencer, but experiencing itself, awareness itself as true self. And that one is not personal, and it's not a subject that's related to an object. It includes the appearance of both subjects and objects within itself. And it may be the virtue of using this term self is it makes it very personal and direct, and it's not like it's not a nothingness. It's a presence. One Zen example using this term self, it's not using the Sanskrit term Atman, but the more colloquial way of talking about self, as used in Zen, is Changsha. One of the Chinese Zen ancestors said, the entire universe in 10 directions is the radiant light of the self. The self's radiant light. So that brings in this metaphor of light, and kind of equates it with true self. And in that one short saying, also says that the whole world of appearances is also the self.
And even to use the term self, to refer to what is actually the ground reality, the big sort of shunyata or dharmata, or the dhatu that we're talking about. I mean, it probably is used with the specific aim of also getting people off nihilism, of some sort of totally negational viewpoint. So not necessarily to present a very hypostatic object of an ego or self-clinging, but really get people off the very nihilistic view. No?
Yes, I think that's a big part of it. Makes it more relatable to experientially, and also prevents it from being some kind of nothingness or nihilistic void. Interestingly, so there's this collection of important Buddha nature sutras that equate Buddha nature and Tathagata with Atman self. But then in the Lankavatara Sutra, the Buddha specifically says, when asked about this sounds like the self of the Tirthikas, those other yogis in India talk about the self. And the Buddha says, no, it's actually what I mean by Tathagata is emptiness, shunyata. So it almost sounds contradictory to the Parinirvana Sutra on the surface, but I think it's just all these different aspects being brought out. And the Parinirvana Sutra itself does have Anatman teachings in it also. So very beautifully, it weaves them all together and tries to tease them apart, these two types of self.